Hello again for this first edition of the Smilo podcast. We're very happy to have one more guest, Karuna. She's the founder and director of the Big Ocean State Initiative. Now we'll find out what's hiding behind that word, which is kind of new to me. But as you might have guessed, it resonates with what we're talking during the UNOC, the islands of small islands. So Karuna, can you tell us about this organization and what were your challenges and objectives when coming to the UN Ocean Conference?
So first of all, thank you so much for having me here. When we think about small island developing states, I want to challenge that because there is nothing small about controlling the world's ocean, 30% of the world's ocean and seas collectively as small island developing states. So that makes us pretty big. The other thing is most of what we call small island developing states are, on average, 95% ocean, 5% land. So it is important for us to rethink the way we see ourselves. We are big ocean states, and it's important because when we come to the table, we bring a lot of that connection to the ocean, the stewardship that we have, how much we depend on the ocean for our livelihoods, and also the solutions that we have in terms of protecting the ocean. There's a lot we bring to the table, and it's definitely not small. So that's why we made it our role to change the narrative from small island developing states to big ocean states or BOSS.
No, thank you for this explanation. That's how we titled our last year's, I think, activity report. And so with the small islands, we work on islands that are less than 150 square kilometers as Smilo, but we decided to call the report as Small Islands and Big Ambitions. And this time we said for UNOC, we're big commitment. So everything about those small islands and those spaces is big. So I do agree with you. And also, I think it's also very cultural in many of those island states is that they don't see their territory as just land and the sea, or the sea and the land. This is one wall, one unity. Maybe can you reflect on this also?
Yeah, so BOSSI, the Big Ocean States Initiative, works at the intersection of ocean innovation, finance, and leadership. Why do we work at this intersection? It's because a lot of the innovations and solutions that come from islands, which are very important, they remain invisible, underfunded, and they're not able to scale or become as big as they should. And a lot of times this is because we are seen as small economies of scale, we're seen as not really investable, and that's why it's very important for all the islands to come together to work, not in fragmentation, but to come together and, there's power in numbers. So when you come together, you're coming in big numbers, you're working as a region, and then, we're no longer small, we're powerful.
Yes, no, that definitely needed. You go far. That was said a few times, I think, even in the podcast. You go fast alone, but you go a long way together. So definitely works also for small islands, and big islands, big ocean nations. The question I would like you also to wrap this up is what would you take away from those days? I know UNOC is not finished. You told me you have to still go in the blue zone. Maybe you can tell us about where you're going next, and then also what you take away. If this, you can wrap it in one word and tell us why that word for you would symbolize the time you spent here in Nice.
Yeah, that's a one word is tough. One word is tough. No, I think the one word is we love to use the word big everywhere. It's very intentional. So I think it would be, big commitment, as you said, but big ocean, big promises. But also we are challenging the way we look at finance and the big financing. So BOSSI was at the Blue Economy and Finance Forum, BEF, in Monaco as well, where everyone is talking about the trillions and billions being invested in the blue economy. And the question I always ask is, how much of this is going to benefit the coastal communities, the islands? Yes. How much of that money is going to them? So our work is a lot of kind of tracing where the money goes, calculating what is the ocean equity there. And then we just don't look at the data, but we are setting up the largest network of island-based innovators so that we can connect them to funding, to technical support, but also give them the visibility that they need. Because we no longer want our innovations to be unseen and underfunded. As you must be aware and what you've heard, there's very little representation of ocean innovation coming from islands themselves. And it's not that they're not doing the work on the ground. There is so much work being done on the ground.
Absolutely.
So our work is to bring that to the forefront. And my takeaway from this meeting is the work is just starting. We have to go bigger. We have to go together. So thank you for, facilitating this alliance. And you can count on Bossy to be part of it.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot. And big, I take it also as a word I will put in my bag to go home. Yeah, let's go big. So thank you. That's it for today. Thank you, Karuna.